Hello, hello. Is this working? Okay, good. It's working. Hold on. I gotta get my stream fixed. There's my camera. Okay. Hello, hello, chat. Oh, I just the ring in my hair somewhere. Where'd you go? Seriously? Hold on. Let me go and get Genshin set up and then we can hold on. Let me make this full screen real quick. Why? I don't know why that did that. Hold on. Hold on, chat. Ugh. I will get Genshin set up while I'm trying to look for this. Where'd you go, you little? There it is. Ugh. Anyways, hello chat. I gotta get a new flippin' charger for my remote. I always say I have to, but I never do. Okay, hold on 1 second, chat. Ow! I'm gonna listen. I gotta listen to a message from my mom. No, wrong thing. Messenger. Oh, son of a. I forgot. Hold on. Hold on 1 second, chat. Oh, I was like, what is that noise coming from? It's coming from my phone. Okay. Okay, hold on 1 second, chat. I have to find my login because apparently it logged everything out. So annoying. Hold on. Seriously? Are you kidding me? Well, I'm trying to look for something and I can't. On, because I have to look for my stupid login for Hoyo. There it is. Okay. And then Hoyo. I think it's this one, right? Okay. I think. Please tell me it was my password. I think this should be it, right? I sure hope it is. Ugh. I don't know why it did that. Jeez. Anyways. Good, I didn't have to do any long downloads. Oh my god, I lost my stupid ring again. You know what? I'm taking these off. I'm not wearing these rings. Because I just lost it again. Why are they doing this? Okay, that one's actually gone. I'll try to crack my screen out. I hate myself. Okay, well that ring's gone. I have no idea where it went. It went to like La La Land. Ugh, I'll find it later when I step on it. Okay. Okay, let's go and get this set up. The original plan. Also, if you hear me like mute at random, it's because I'm eating and I'm gonna be like munching on food. Cause I haven't eaten at all today. All I've had is a cup of coffee. And it is 5 o'clock in the afternoon and I've been up since 11 o'clock in the morning. So yeah, I've had nothing to eat, so if you hear me munching, that's probably why. I had a busy day today. I'm sorry. Anyway, let's go and get her hangout set up. You'll also see me looking for like specific endings and stuff because I want this to be kind of like a quick playthrough. So, so if I may not get like the endings right specifically, um, so apologies for that. Okay, let's go ahead. So obviously, there's 5 endings. Okay. Anyway, let's go and get this started. Dun. I'm also probably gonna be putting on nails and stuff too, so just heads up. I see you. You can't even sneak up on me.
I know, because he was so fucking loud. He's a snitch. Come on, sit behind Buggy. Oh, it's not fuck stupid.
They're not open.
Baby. Oh, we gotta do it.
I know.
We won't talk about it later. We can't. Hey, wait.
Told you he gets everything stuck.
It's like,
You have to actually go and actually undo it from his nails. See, he retracts his nails.
I know, it was like a hook. What are I gonna do? Oh,
Gonna fall off the bed.
okay, I'm gonna go. And then Mom gonna check. Back over later.
Okay, anyways. Okay. Is that Lynette with a little kitty? Aw.
Meow.
Okay. Wait. Okay, it's kind of like whatever. Approach you stealthily.
Oh, it's you. 1 second. Now activating chat mode. You made me jump there. I thought they'd finally caught me.
It made you jump? Barely. I didn't notice.
Well, my heart rate did. Jumped up a little, I mean.
So, what kind of trouble are you in exactly?
Objectively speaking, the trouble was entirely of my own making. Half an hour ago, I was at Hotel de Boer for a drinks reception. It was to celebrate the successful opening of a show, but it was draining my energy. So, I waited for the right moment, then snuck away so I could switch to standby mode.
I see. So they sent someone to find you and bring you back, but why?
Probably because I'm playing the lead role in the show.
The lead role?
Is that so surprising? I'm always getting invitations to do solo performances. I just usually get Linny to write back and turn them down. But then came the Fontanalia Film Festival. We took all the kids from the House of the Hearth out to see a film, and after it finished, they all started clamoring for me to try out acting for some reason. Even Linny was chanting along with them. Anyway, it just so happened that a director called Mary who had sent me an invitation right around then. I'll spare you the details, but basically, I ended up accepting it.
So this is the dramatic debut of the magician's puppet, huh?
Yep, you nailed it. I'm playing the role of a puppet. In fact,
Damn.
the show's called The Lost Puppet, and it's a masked mime show. So I don't have to do any facial expressions or say any lines. Literally just a series of physical movements. The director says it's a very avant-garde art form.
And that does sound pretty avant-garde, but can people understand the plot?
Art is not comprehended by the mind, but felt in the heart. At least, that's what the director says. Anyway, if nothing else, the opening performance seemed to go down well. At the drinks reception, everyone was crowding around me, saying, "Triumphant character portrayal, faithful adaptation of the original work, unequivocally, quintessentially avant-garde," and stuff like that. But being the center of attention is draining. So the moment they left me to go harass the director instead, I was out of there.
For once, you weren't able to use Lenny as a human shield.
The other thing is, some weird things happened while I was on the stage. Oh, sorry, Bonnie. I didn't mean to leave you out of the conversation. My bad.
I take it Bonnie's your pet cat?
No, we just met. We bumped into each other right after I slipped away.
And you already named her?
Well, it'd be kind of difficult for us to communicate otherwise. Besides, I think she's taken a liking to the name. Haven't you, Bonnie? Yeah, that's right. Good kitty. We'll go find your owner soon, I promise.
Owner, not a stray cat then?
Nope. She's wearing a collar, and for the most part, she's pretty well groomed. If she is a stray, she hasn't been for long.
You know what, my
Her
cat was
stomach's
a
been
stray for
growling
so
a lot.
long, and
I
he's
guess she
pretty
must have
well
been missing
groomed.
for a few days now. As much as I'd love to hang out with her for a while longer, her owner's probably worried sick about her. Assuming she has an owner, that is.
Well, I like in the new Hangout thing, you can hit skip to skip a dialogue.
But the reception... I should probably show my face there again at some point, even if it's just to make excuses and leave again. Decision time.
So I just realized, so this actually makes things a lot more like funny too. Like if you want to do like a specific hangout and you just want to like just skip like the NPC's dialogue and only listen to a specific character. Yeah, I would do that. I would do that with Kavi's hangout. We need a Kale hangout. We haven't gotten a Kale hangout yet. And she came out before Kave. I don't know. Does Kale have a hangout? Hold on 1 second. Is this a tough decision for you?
Well, I just find it exhausting, thinking through all the different ramifications of different choices and so on. That's more Lenny's area than mine. So, unless it's something really important, I
She does
usually
not.
just leave the
Why
decision
does
making
Kale
to
not
him.
have like a hangout event? Oh my god, that's so annoying. Anyway, but for once he's not here when you need him. That doesn't happen often.
It's fine. He got Feminade to make me a little something for just this situation. Poof! A photometer.
What's this?
It looks pretty over the top, I know, but it's essentially just a box of cards. He kept the design simple, so it'd be harder to break. The way it works is, I pick a card at random, then look at the number on the card.
And how does that help you make this decision?
Well,
I cannot
for
talk.
example,
Go
if the
ahead,
number
Weebo.
on the
My
card
fault.
is 5 or higher, I help Bonnie find her owner. If it's less than 5, I go back to the reception.
Simple and straightforward.
I just have to believe in the bond between me and my cards, and my fate will reveal itself to me in numerical form. At least, that's what Lenny said. Anyway, I guess I'll give you a demonstration.
Oh, so also, chat, you probably have noticed that in about 10 minutes, Ben and Sayu will be streaming, but they'll be streaming in Spanish. And I was originally gonna watch it, but then again, I'd be like really confused. So I'm probably just gonna watch the VOD because everything's gonna be like in Spanish. So I probably won't watch the stream and not even watch the VOD. Like I'm definitely not gonna watch stream, but I probably won't even watch the VOD. It just depends on how I'm feeling if I want to or not, because I don't understand. Like, I understand Spanish, but only to a point. So I won't even understand like I think that they're saying. So, yeah, So I won't even do that. Which is why I'm streaming right now. I won't even raid them. Because, like, if I have any, like, English speakers that don't understand Spanish in my stream and I raid them to a Spanish stream, they're gonna be super confused. So, I'll probably raid August if he's still streaming afterwards. I think he didn't, like, he only really, like, just started streaming, huh? Yeah, so I'll raid, August after. Because he'll probably still be streaming. Anyways, let's continue. As Lynette turns to draw a card, the device emits a horrendous
I
clicking
didn't
sound.
like that. Was I using it wrong? Maybe if I just...
Lynette smacks the card box. All the cards fall into the ground. She picks up one. I didn't read the
Clearly,
last part.
there's some design flaws to iron out. I'll have to let Fremine know.
I feel like maybe this wasn't a design issue.
Let's see. Which card did I get? 4.
Less than 5, so that means no helping Bonnie?
Well, the cards fell on the ground though, so I don't think it counts as fate. If you want to get the right
You
answer,
can't
you
have my
have to let
Doritos!
fate decide. Also
You can have my
something Lenny said.
Doritos!
So, to put it another
Bro.
way, if picking a card up off the ground is how to not leave it to fate, then that means it must be the wrong answer.
I think what Lenny really meant is sometimes you have to accept the answer you didn't want.
Or why don't you pick a card? Since I ran into you here, that means our fates are like interfering with each other.
You should leave the razzle dazzling to Lenny.
Thank you. This one is final, I promise. Here, take the fatometer. If it's 5 or above, that means fate successfully changed. Anything lower than 5 is a fail. Also, if you have your own thoughts about what I should do, feel free to share it. Now that I've got a good problem solver here to help, I don't need to run every little thing by fate.
I think the first ending is I think you should head back to the stream. Jinx reception. Is it that one? Okay, yeah. I think you should head back to the drinks reception.
Back to the drinks reception.
I mean, clearly you don't want to go. You could just...
Nope, I said it was your decision. I'm not gonna waste any more energy dragging my feet. Besides, the drinks reception is technically part of the job as an official publicity event. So, if I bail on it...
You'll feel guilty inside?
I might get sued for breach of contract, and that would be a huge pain in the butt. One other thing. Do you want to come with me? If you're free, I mean.
Sure. Then you'll have at least one friend there.
Mm-hmm. Thanks.
Okay. Okay. Enter Hotel de Broad. You probably will notice I probably won't be speaking as much as I usually do. Because the hangouts are usually just like straightforward. You know, character usually does like most of the talking and stuff. So you probably won't hear me talk much during the stream, so I apologize for that.
There you are, Lynette. Where did you disappear to?
Why are they
Leone
saying?
and I have been
That's
looking
scary.
everywhere for you. Wait, where did you get the cat?
I found her outside. Do either of you happen to recognize her?
I don't think so. Could belong to one of the guests, I suppose.
Fair enough. It was a long shot.
So sorry we couldn't help you, Lynette.
Don't worry. We'll ask around for you. Leone's probably just being forgetful.
Maybe you could leave her with us. We'll take her to the reception desk and see if they know anything. And if not, we'll just keep looking.
Sure. I would help, but I'm a little preoccupied. Sorry to dump this on you.
It's no trouble at all. We're happy to help however we can.
Also, if it's no trouble, I mean, could we maybe get an autograph? And maybe a photo too?
Leone, you can't spring that on her now. Not while she's working. At least wait
Mood.
until the event's finished. One last thing, Lynette. Director Mary is looking for you. We'll take the cat to the front desk now. See you later.
Oh, you're so popular. Sorry, that sounded like
I'm
so
not usually
sarcastic.
required at these kinds of events, so I don't even have an event mode. All right, guess I better go see the director.
Spectacular choreography, a masterpiece of mise en scène.
No,
and
I
the
don't want to raid
performance.
yet, bro.
Oh my, groundbreaking, dripping with je ne sais quoi. My congratulations on another magnificent show, sir.
Magnificent show.
I, for one, was
Oh my God, I
particularly
can't with these
captivated by the
voices!
clearly allegorical narrative undertones. The lost puppet shines
Clearly.
a spotlight on the impact of technological advances in our modern society, particularly as they relate to changing modes of emotional expression and the challenge of mutual intelligibility. Such a pioneering work, so far ahead of its time. A tour de force of avant-garde theater.
I can already see the headlines of tomorrow's newspapers. They will certainly be singing your praise, Director Mariyu.
But it was a group effort, of course. To convey emotions in a silent show with no facial expressions, the entire cast had to go above and beyond. Everyone truly outdid themselves.
Speaking of the cast, Jillian, another strong performance from you in Director Mariyu's latest show, as of course we've all come to expect from your numerous successful collaborations to date.
That's quite an overstatement. I've only ever played supporting roles.
On that
Just
point,
like me,
you
girl.
stated a few months ago in an interview that you were looking to secure a leading role in your next show. What led you to the decision to stay in a supporting role this time around?
We had a discussion about this, and while Lynette hadn't previously performed in an acting role, we were blown away by her talent, and she was a perfect fit for this character. Quite simply, this was the role she was born to play.
Exactly. I was honored to share the stage with her. Lynette worked extremely hard in all of the rehearsals, and she's an incredibly talented actress.
Oh, Lynette's back!
Hey, Lynette, where have you been?
Are you in standby mode? Some reports say you switched that state to recharge after a show.
Ah, method acting, of course. Such a compelling portrayal of
Lynette's
a
like,
mechanical
oh my
puppet
God,
could only
please
be
take me
achieved by
away
an actor
now.
who lives and breathes their role even while off stage.
Those seemingly
She's
stilted
me,
movements were in
though, but,
fact
like,
an inspired
I
portrayal
don't
of
like
the
getting
character.
interviewed all that
The
much.
ostensibly bad acting,
It
in
depends.
reality, was the product of supreme acting skill.
Oh, I went outside and there was this cat there, so I played with the cat for a bit.
This is me. Okay, no, but like, if I know what the interview is and if I'm prepared, I'm like whatever. But like, if like a random different people are trying to interview me all at once, I'm like, huh?
A cat.
Even though, you know,
We've long
I work
heard
in
that you were a
healthcare and I should
kind
be, like,
soul,
used to that
as
kind of
well
thing
as
by
an
now.
incredible actress. No
But it's
wonder
different,
your
though.
debut performance
Like, if
has
I'm
garnered
bombarded
such
by things, I'd be fine. But if I'm
popularity.
like asked like questions at once, I'm like, okay, let me answer this first. But like, you guys gotta wait for your questions first. You all gotta one thing at a time, people.
This show looks on track to break box office records for avant-garde theater. Lynette, any words for the fans?
Not really, no.
I believe Lynette is trying to say that the act of performance itself is the actor's true means of connecting with
And
their
it's
fans.
like, huh?
Oh, I see. Lynette, any comments?
Right, exactly.
But
And
don't
it's
you
like,
want the
just get
fans
this
to know
over
how
with.
you're feeling right now after the hugely successful opening of your first ever show?
That's
God,
true.
I feel
I'm
Lynette in
sure
this
the fans
situation.
would love to learn a bit more about you too.
How interesting.
Insight. Observe Lynette to see how she's doing. Wait, Jericho. Wait, what the hell? Wait, huh? Draw a number less than 5 from the cards. Wait, huh? Boom. Oh. Lynette's voice was so deadpan during the interview. She sounded like an autoplay bot. Hold on. Lynette has only just finished performing. She needs a recharge.
Really? I'm so sorry. How rude of me.
Huh? Wait. You're the traveler who's been in the news. Did you come to see the show?
Wow! Leave me alone.
Are you a fan of Lynette too? Do you have any comments on her first performance?
No. You and Lynette struggle to keep up with both anyway. I can't stop. Are you alright?
Yeah, it's just... Turns out, even with you here to share the load, I can't cope with this stuff, even in Tea Party mode.
Tea Party mode?
It's a power-saving mode for participating in conversation at tea parties. Normally, I can get through an entire conversation just with, oh, that's true, and how interesting. But at a tea party, I'm not normally subjected to a constant stream of questions. The energy consumption of that interview just now was 3 times as much as the average tea party.
It's a big adjustment. Give it some time.
I think I'd rather pray that I never have to do it again.
Lynette, Director Mariu would like you to join the group photo to commemorate the successful opening of the show.
A group photo?
It's just the members of the troupe, along with Maloney and Corentin. Everyone's waiting for you.
Alright then. See you in a minute.
Lynette and Creole,
3,
go to do
2,
the group photo.
1, smile.
My thanks to each and every one of you here for your help in making The Lost Puppet a success. The group photo is already being printed as I speak. You can collect your copy from the first floor after the drinks reception concludes. May it serve as a reminder of this fabulous performance every time you see it.
I got eyelash stuck in my eye.
Mariu! Get over here. Let's have another drink. There's a few things I need you to glance over for me.
Wait, that means the reception still isn't over?
I thought the group photo was the final hurdle. Well, at least there's no more people hounding me with questions. I just need to find somewhere to switch to standby mode, and the time will fly by. I hope.
Go to the second floor to pass the time. Okay, got it. Farina!
Hotel de Bour's Ile Flottante is as wonderfully sweet as ever.
Farina, you managed to get an invite to the drink reception too?
Traveler? Lynette? Oh, wait, hold on. What do you mean, managed to get an invite? I'm an expert in the dramatic arts. Of course
hey,
I was
my girl,
invited.
what's up?
Naturally,
I love Farina.
People wanted to hear my comments
She's
on
like
the
literally
emerging
like
art
top
format
2 of my
is
favorite
the
icons.
Masked Mime Show.
It goes Raiden. No, so it goes Raiden, Farina, Venti, Nahida, Zhongli, and I haven't met like the other 2 icons, so I can't say anything about them. But like, I love them. I love my girls.
Remarkable. And a very worthwhile artistic endeavor. Exploring a character with no
maybe
lines
swap
or
Nahida
facial
with Venti,
expressions
but
who can only communicate how they
Raiden
feel
and
through
Farina,
their
top 2.
movement. Your performance was beyond anything I could have imagined, Lynette. Clearly, this was a very suitable role for you indeed. Basically, I think I'd give it a positive review overall, just not as gushing as the crowd downstairs.
So, you thought they were pretty over the top too?
In fairness, it's normal to bring along some vocal supporters for publicity when a new show opens, but still, this was something else. Then again, I'm no specialist in avant-garde theater. Maybe I'm just not well acquainted with their review criteria. Or maybe it's because I came to the show with some preconceived expectations. I did happen to see the original draft of Mariu's script a while back.
What original draft?
Oh, He didn't show it to you? It must have been a few months ago. He came to me to get some advice from an experienced performer's perspective, and then asked if I could write a few reviews of his new play. I had a lot on my plate at the time, so I had to turn him down. I only skimmed a few sections, but they seemed quite different from the final version. I can't say I remember the plot, but I don't know. The protagonist just seemed more complex, I guess, especially in the last two scenes. Still a mechanical puppet on the outside, of course, but she seemed to have more emotional depth on the inside.
Emotional depth?
Should know.
Oh, I'm just thinking aloud here. Don't take it to heart. Besides, a script and a play are two very different beasts. There are so many fine details to consider when turning a story into a stage production, more than most people could imagine. Especially with a novel art form like a masked mime show. I'm sure Maryu had his reasons for the changes he made. Change of topic. I see you've escaped the crowds to seek refuge on the second floor. Fame can be overwhelming at first, can't it? Perhaps you'd benefit from hearing about the experiences of a veteran celebrity such as myself.
No thanks, I'm good.
Damn.
Pretty sure this will be my first and last time in this situation.
Hey, at least let me finish. I have top tips on dealing with belligerent reporters, slipping away to hunt down snacks during the intermission.
Tell me everything.
And that's like, wait, hold up.
First, take a seat, mon ami. We must partake of Hotel de Boer's fine desserts as we talk, lest they go to waste.
Didn't we enjoy some blah 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 blah?
That was very educational.
Educational isn't the word I'd use. They didn't mention acting once in the whole conversation.
I expect most of the people downstairs have left by now. Time to grab my copy of the group photo and get home.
Okay, go back to the first floor to take the envelope.
Yeah.
Where? Oh. Yeah.
The photo must be in this envelope right here. It's finally over. Thank you for sticking around for so long. If it wasn't for you, I don't know how I would have standby moded my way through the last few hours.
Any normal person would find an event like this stressful, but enough to warrant Lynette leaving halfway through? When you left the event midway, what was the real reason? I mean, you don't really want to talk about it.
It's fine. It's just... It was such a minor thing. While I was on stage, there was a moment when I felt like someone was looking at me. It was only for an instant, and I didn't even see who it was. But somehow, I knew it was a look of contempt. I got a vague sense of it again during the reception. Like someone was giving me an evil stare.
Hey!
But I couldn't
What's up with
figure
you
out
in the
who
curtain,
it
bro?
was. Normally, I'm used to lurking in the shadows on the stage and spying on other people. So, it was strange, feeling like I was the one being spied on this time.
Could it have something to do with the original script Farina mentioned?
Or someone just took a disliking to me for no real reason. Sometimes you can like one person and dislike another for equally pointless reasons. Anyway, it was just a momentary stink eye, that's all. Nothing for you to worry about.
Okay, well if you're not worried, I'm not worried.
Okay, problem solved. I'm gonna take this envelope and go home now.
You heartless puppet, you ruined this work, hand over the role of the lead actress immediately. What the fuck? What? Is that a threat letter? Oh, what? It's a threat letter!
You have destroyed this work of art. Step down from the leading role at once. Based on the tone, I'd say threat letter is right.
This is far more serious than a momentary stink eye. We need to get to the bottom of it. Examine the letter, see if there's anything amiss. Think about what was happening on the first floor while we were... There were a lot of people downstairs at the time. Any one of them could have slipped the letter into the envelope. All the envelopes were left on the table on the first floor, but nobody was tasked with watching them. I could ask reception, but it's unlikely they saw anything. Examine the letter to see if there's anything amiss. The unsealed envelope contained the group photo, the threat letter, and some photographs of Lynette during the show. This was definitely meant for her. The letter demands that Lynette step down from the leading role, but stops short saying what will happen if she doesn't. Neither of us recognize the handwriting. It's messy, perhaps to cover the tracks, or maybe this person just has messy handwriting.
I don't think we're gonna find any more clues here.
Shall we ask Mary X if he makes a "you have destroyed this works of art"?
Yes, let's. Whatever destroyed means, it could have something to do with the original script that Farina mentioned. Also, I'm gonna have to ask you to stick around a while longer.
I can't believe how well the whole Lynette's debut acting role thing worked out. Even the avant-garde box office is lapping it up.
How could I ever have doubted you? If you hadn't stuck to your guns and kept sending those invitations, this opportunity would have passed us by.
See? I told you. All the time she'd refused in the past were all the more reason to keep inviting her, because it turns into a big talking point. Can you imagine if you'd gone with Jillian? You'd have been lucky to get half the ticket sales you've ended up with.
True. Well, Jillian still needs to get a few more productions under her belt.
Do you have a moment, Director Mario?
If it isn't the star of the show! We were just talking about you. Oh, and is that the legendary Traveler with you? I'm guessing you're here to discuss the show with the director? Oh, you're a talented and hardworking actress, Lynette. It's no wonder you're getting such rave reviews.
Passive checks are special type of checks that need not be actively triggered, but instead will automatically trigger at specific times. If you pass, you will find some hidden information, such as irregularities in a person's attitude to certain incongruous details. Dangerous's expression seemed to be a bit normal. Despite his effusive words, the look on his eyes suggests he is not quite so delighted with Lynette's newfound stardom.
I'll leave you artists to discuss your work in peace. Mariu, make sure you give your star performer and her friend your full attention.
I certainly will. Lynette carries the fortunes of our entire troupe on her shoulders.
Who was that?
Mr. Maloney. An investor or something, I think. I've never asked him.
So, what can I do for the two of you? I'm afraid I'll have to dash soon as I'm meeting some friends from the newspaper. Otherwise, I'd love to stay longer.
We won't take too much of your time.
We heard that the original script for The Lost Puppet was quite different from the final show. I'm kind of curious to know what the protagonist was like in that version.
Oh, well, this is a surprise. I didn't think you'd be interested in that sort of thing. It's not uncommon for scripts to undergo major changes as they're being brought to the stage. But I'm afraid there's not much to tell you in this case. The protagonist has stayed the same from the beginning to end. A mechanical puppet with a bumbling body but a sensitive soul. A stranger in time who doesn't belong. There's no doubt about it. You are the protagonist, and the protagonist is you. The success of one is the success of the other, and that's what made this show an artistic triumph.
Sorry, you've lost me. Can you put it in plain words?
All right, then. Delving deep in the search of core truths is the job of an artist, after all. You shouldn't give your attention to early drafts of the script, Lynette. All it would do is sow confusion where you already have clarity. The current script is the final version because it is the best version, and your performance best brings that script to life. Why, if it weren't for you, I doubt any audience would give our show the time of day.
If everyone is happy with Lynette's performance, then how do you explain this letter?
What letter? Oh my goodness!
Okay, we already read that. Mario appears surprised. Mario's expression is hard to read, but the surprise seems genuine.
Destroyed this work of art? Really?
Oh, damn. Oh, sorry.
Well,
Autoplay.
Director Mario, any idea who might have written it?
No. Who on earth would write such nonsense?
We found it in the envelope containing the group photo. Could it be someone involved in the production?
Absolutely not. Without Lynette, this show would be over. Everyone's hard work would go to waste. No, there's no way that this is someone from the troupe.
Well, is there any way Lynette could lie low until this blows over?
Yeah, maybe Jillian could fill in for me for a while.
What? No way, out of the question. The protagonist has to be played by Lynette. Jillian can't... She's just not what the audience is looking for.
Mario's attitude suddenly changed. It became a bit strange. Mario's eyes are darting around, and he's lowering his voice.
I've got it. It's a competitor. Yes, this letter must be from a competitor of ours who's trying to get under Lynette's skin. You can't lie low. That's just what they want you to do. The moment you step back from performing, they'll put their rumor mill into overdrive and drag us through the mud. They're just waiting for their chance to kick us while we're down.
A competitor? Really?
Definitely. Those lowlifes. Slander and libel are all their specialties. They drown out the truth with a flood of misinformation, and they stop at nothing once they get riled up.
You sound very familiar with their methods. Do you have a particular suspect in mind?
There's so many of them out there. Fame always seems to attract haters, no matter what you do to try and keep everyone happy. But don't worry, I will get to the bottom of this. Stay strong, Lynette, and keep up the good work on stage. I have to go and meet my friends from the newspapers now, but rest assured, I'll be discussing countermeasures with them.
So, a competitor, huh?
Who do you think it is? Do you think that's it?
I kinda doubt it. We've dealt with those types before. Usually their goal is to steal our venue for their own show, or to cover up a scandal by planting a story to divert public attention. But at the moment, I don't think anyone's got a reason to do any of that stuff. Let alone pull a stunt like this. A threat letter is quite extreme. Besides, when I felt that evil stare, I'm pretty sure it was coming from somewhere backstage. So that rules out a lot of people. I'm actually more concerned about Mario. When I mentioned Jillian, his reaction was pretty unusual.
So you noticed that too?
Especially since Maloney mentioned that the initial plan was to cast Jillian as the lead. Sounds like there was an original protagonist as well as an original script. I should probably go talk to her.
Do you know where she lives?
Yep. She told me she lives in the Fleuve Sandra.
Damn, let's go then. Ugh. I'm dying over here though.
Lynette? What are you doing? You're not welcome here.
I've been to the Flow of Sandra plenty of times before. This is the first I'm hearing about me not being welcome.
Things are different around here. You might be used to a crowd of bootlicking morons fawning over you wherever you go, but not down here. We know what you are.
Bootlicking morons?
She's gonna go and bone a picture with you, I guess.
I don't know. I've never met this kid before.
Gina, stop that! Go home now!
Jillian?
No buts. How many times do I have to tell you? That had nothing to do with Lynette. If you don't leave right now, I swear I'll never invite you to one of my shows ever again.
Jillian?
Get out of here, kid. Jesus.
Just because Lady Farina speaks highly of you, it doesn't mean you're all that.
I'm so sorry. Gina's always been a strong-willed child. That's why I never let her visit me at work.
It's okay. I have younger siblings too, so I get it. She's in her rebellious phase, huh? If you let angsty kids get you riled up, they'll drain all your energy. So don't worry, I won't let it get to me.
Well, this situation's a little different in this case, but still, thank you. So, what brings you to the Flu of Sandra?
Can we talk about the original protagonist?
We heard about it from Maloney. He said you were originally supposed to play the lead.
Maloney, huh? Of course he couldn't keep his mouth shut. I'm sorry. I never mentioned it because Director Mariyu was very clear that I mustn't let any of it affect you.
Lynette was... Wow, excuse me. Lynette received this letter.
What's this?
Okay, we already went over that. Gillian appears surprised. On Gillian's face, there's a panic and doubt. How do we... Oh, wait. The sender thinks Lynette has destroyed the show. Could it have anything to do with the original script and protagonist?
I don't know, who would do something like this?
Don't be scared, Jillian. Just tell us what you know.
Okay, I'll try. It's true. I was originally cast as the lead in The Lost Puppet. I've worked with director Mariyu many times before, but only in minor roles. The audiences and critics never had much to say about me. Nothing terrible, but nothing amazing either. A few months ago, Mariyu started working on a new show, so I plucked up the courage to ask him if I could take the leading role. He was hesitant, but he agreed to let me try for the part. We did a few rehearsals, everything seemed to be going okay, but then...
There's been a change of plan, Jillian. The leading role will now be played by Lynette.
Lynette? But she always turns these things down, doesn't she?
And that's why we cannot afford to waste this opportunity. Jillian, I understand how you must be feeling. But Maloney and myself have to do what's best for the production as a whole. Next time, the lead will be yours. I promise.
Don't make promises you can't keep!
I was incredibly disappointed at first, but I also know full well that I don't have Lynette's star power. Without Lynette, how could we ever convince people to pay money to go and see a masked mime show? And if the show was a flop with me in the leading role, how would I answer to the director and the rest of the cast? Then, I got to meet you on stage and found that you're really down to earth, in a way that not many celebrities are. You were kind to everyone, and your performance wasn't bad. Whatever disappointment I had left at that point, I certainly wasn't about to take it out on you.
By wasn't bad, you mean it wasn't great either. So, I'm guessing Mariyu changed the script to simplify the protagonist, make her a dumbed-down version of the mechanical puppet that I could actually play.
He did make some changes to the script, yes.
How do we get our hands on the original draft? Who currently has it?
Jake,
one of the other actors. He likes to collect Dr. Mariu's old drafts because he hopes to be a director himself one day. He also lives nearby. I can arrange for you to meet him at the tavern.
Makes sense. I always see him talking to Mariu. Alright, see you at the tavern then.
Okay. So I had to look up like a different thing for looking up the endings. Because like the original one that I had pulled up, like the original website, it was very vague. After waiting at the tavern for a while.
Sorry to keep you waiting.
Jillian brought me up to speed on the situation. I'm here to help however I can. Here, this is the script you're after.
It's very rough. Looks like he was constantly editing it.
That's always the way with pen and paper drafts. Even the final script is full of last-minute changes by the director. There should be a cleaner copy of the original script in here somewhere. Sorry, it's all a bit mixed up. I just grabbed the whole stack of paper since I was in a rush.
No problem. Now activating search mode. I'll go through one page at a time.
There were newspaper clippings in amongst the notes. There are about shows of different styles. Those on the first few pages have turned yellow, which means they must be quite old. Adequate preparation and friendly aid can sometimes affect the result of those checks. The current check bonuses will add to your randomly drawn number, making it easier to pass. Damn! Okay, check success. Merrick's name does appear in some earlier clippings, but mostly in articles bemoaning a series of lukewarm receptions for an experimental art form, and empty seats at avant-garde play despite critical acclaim. In more recent years, there were many reports praising Marriott as a forward-thinking director, one of the greats of his era. The articles are written by a variety of authors from an eclectic range of fields. Quarantine and Armory are the most prolific authors. Investigate official script. The official script for The Lost Puppet details how the dancing puppet protagonist is rejected by humanity and then begins searching for the meanings of life. Investigate, read carefully. This one. Check success. In Act 4, the protagonist loses the ability to dance due to wear and tear on his circuitry. There's a note saying, some cursory movements to get the point across will suffice. The audience's focus will be on the fancy set and the extras. And investigate original script. Let's see what the difference, let's see the differences there are between the current version of The Lost Puppet and the original script. Investigation, read carefully. Oh, I was lucky. Act 4 seems to be a solo performance by the protagonist, and the set is just some decrepit ruins. There's a note saying, this will focus from the audience's attention on the solo performer. Okay. Investigate manuscript. Marius's original script is littered with amendments. It's practically illegible. Investigation, read carefully. Shit, I failed. Try that again. Nope, I can't read this at all. Investigate old drafts. These scripts seem to be Marius's old work. Some photographer of the live performances are attached. This one. Yeah! The other one was kind of crappy. Check success. The photos from recent years show fancy venues and polished sets, but earlier photos show much humbler venues. The cast list shows that in recent years, Marriott is has collabed with many famous celebrities, but their acting chops are disputed. And Maloney is listed as an investor. Okay.
The protagonist returns to the ruins where she began and performs a dance in honor of her deceased companions. She dances until her joints have rusted stiff and mechanical parts are falling from her body. Yep, that's not something a novice could hope to pull off after just a few months of rehearsals.
The basic plot is the same. She loses the ability to dance due to wear and tear on her circuitry, but there's much more emotion behind the scene. The memory of her former companions coming to peace with her life. The simple set-in solo performance means the lead actress has to carry the whole scene herself. It's a much more demanding role than in the final script.
Frankly, I think that the original script is much better, and the original lead is the best fit. Jillian, shall I go tell Mariu to put you back in the leading role?
What? Are you serious? But the next show is at the Opera Epiclese. It's such a huge opportunity.
But not such a rare one for me, though, right?
That's different. This isn't you as part of a magic duo. It's a chance to star as the main character in a show. You'll reach whole new heights of fame.
Fame in small doses has its perks, but too much and I'll get overloaded. But if you play the lead, the fame will be yours, and I get to be free. Sounds like a win-win, don't you think?
It'll never work. There's no way Director Mariu or Maloney would ever agree to it. The set for Act 4 would need to change, as would all the marketing materials. And that would mean asking Maloney for a lot more Mora. Changing actors at the last minute is just too risky. If anything went wrong, it could bankrupt the whole troupe. Plus, Maloney's friends have already published a ton of articles saying how this is the role that Lynette was born to play. No one else can play the protagonist now. If Lynette quit the show and I took her place,
it would destroy the reputation of Maloney's friends.
If Lynette left, they'd sooner stop the whole show than let me take her place.
Stop the whole show? But all the people in the troupe, months and months of everyone's hard work would all be for nothing.
Convincing him to replace the lead actress won't be easy. Is there another way? Okay, oh, wait, okay. Oh, shit, nope. I'm lucky! Oh my god, I'm lucky! Whew! I was lucky, chat. Judging from these documents, Maurice's true intention seems to be, I have an idea.
What is it?
All we need to do is this. You explain your idea to the group.
That's a bold plan. I'm in.
You know, it's a little crazy, but it might actually work.
No way. It's not worth taking such a huge risk just for a chance to be in the spotlight.
Holy crap, is that Toko Fukawa's voice actor?
Whatever disappointment I
just realized that, sorry.
I wasn't about to take out on you.
Hello.
In other words, that disappointment is still there, but you've kept it bottled up inside. Be honest. You still hope to play the leading role, don't you?
Yes.
But the thought of putting so many people out just for my
sake... I got
sake...
distracted by Gillian's voice. I almost fell over in my chair. Even though it's a rocking chair. Ooh, that would have hurt if I would have fell backwards. So it probably wouldn't have went flying with me.
Jillian, you were more dedicated than anyone during the rehearsals for the original script. We all saw how hard you worked for this role. And I think you know that unless we decide to make a stand here, the path we're on is only going to take us further and further from our dreams, all of us. So take it from me, you would not be putting us out. Not one bit.
Whether the plan succeeds, it's up to you. Okay, I'm just gonna say whether the plan succeeds.
Okay, let's do it. I will play my part.
Yes!
But
I knew you'd come around.
For whoever's coming into
I'll
the
let
chat.
The rest of the troupe know,
or
and
to
we'll
the stream.
Start preparing immediately.
I cannot talk today. Oof.
Wonderful. This solves everything.
Wait, what about the threat letter? Do you have any idea who sent it?
As long as we stick to the plan, I'll give up the lead role, so it won't matter anymore, right?
But surely you want to know who it's from. If they're out there and no one's keeping an eye on them, what if they come looking for you?
I doubt they will. It's supposed to be a threat, but they didn't even say what would happen if I don't meet their demands. Plus, the handwriting is kinda childish. doesn't look like a professional intimidator to me.
Lynette, Lynette,
Who knows?
you trying to threaten
Maybe
me?
it was just a fan of yours having a moment.
Lynette, you trying to threaten me? I'm part of the Fatui. I'll murder you.
A fan? Of me?
Maybe there's someone out there who really appreciates your talent, even in the supporting roles.
Why? Oh my god. I don't know. Oh, sweet. Check success. Gillian's sister mentioned that Farina spoke highly of Lynette, but when could she have heard that?
It's getting late. We should be leaving.
Huh? So suddenly?
Come on.
Yes, ma'am. You seem to hear a sound. You notice the faint sound of sobbing in the corner as you're leaving the tavern.
I'm such an idiot.
Oh, hello? Small child?
Sorry for manhandling you. You looked like you were seconds away from figuring out who sent the letter, so I had to act fast.
Was that Gillian's sister?
Nothing gets past you.
Just because Lady Farina speaks highly of you, it doesn't mean you're all that.
I'm so sorry. Gina's always been a strong-willed child. That's why I never let her visit me at work.
Farina hasn't released her official review of The Last Puppet yet, which means Gina disobeyed her sister and secretly came to watch her at work.
I guess she must have snuck into the drinks reception and overheard our conversation with Farina. She idolizes Jillian, both as an older sister and an actress. And she watched as the dream role Jillian had been waiting to play for so long got snatched away from her by some amateur who's never acted before. To make matters worse, all the critics were hailing this amateur as a perfect fit for the role. And even Fontaine's former biggest star was praising her abilities.
It was too much for her to take. She wrote the letter in a fit of anger.
Yeah, that pretty much sums it up.
Are you gonna confront her about it?
Like I said, getting angry at angsty teenagers is draining. Besides, if it was my younger brother or sister and they found out I'd been treated unfairly or had an opportunity stolen from me, they'd definitely do something far worse.
I can imagine.
I was in Jillian's position once. Back when Linny and I were starting out, before we got famous, we just had to take things a day at a time. Doing our shows, slowly trying to build up our reputation.
Don't tell me Linny killed murdered someone.
I can understand Gina's frustration. Still, she could definitely use some pro tips on how to write a threat letter.
No wonder why she's so hostile towards you.
The way she looks at me is indignant, frustrated, but not malicious. Plus, she didn't even try to hide how she felt. Whoever was giving me that evil stare was backstage. Blending into the crowd at a drinks reception is one thing, but trying to blend in backstage, where everyone's on high alert waiting to be called on stage, would be a lot more difficult. We'll find out who it is before too long. In 2 days' time, at the next show, I think it will become very clear. On that note, guess I'll see you at the Opera House.
Oh, my shoulder's sore too. I got a flu shot yesterday and my arm's just been very sore. Okay, wait until 2 days later. So, chat, one of the reasons why... Okay, so there's been several reasons why I haven't been streaming for the past few days. One is because of the weather. It has been hailing and has been raining, and I didn't want to stream. Secondly, I feel achy because of the weather, because I need to start taking stupid iron again. Third, I got my flu shot, so I'm also achy because of that. My arm just hurts. And I had a lot of stuff I had to do today. Like, yesterday, too. Okay. Oh, I just realized Ben's probably, like, streaming right now. But Spanish. Sorry, Spanish boy. Oh, I got it right at 8 o'clock. Hopefully, you know, they don't make me do it all over again. And did I get it? No! What the hell? Oh my god, I'm gonna kill myself. Oh my god. Why the There! Is that happy for you? I hate games sometimes. Oh, okay, never mind. Sorry, I saw a spoiler. Go to opera obelisk. I can't freaking talk. Oh, it's this thing. So I'm just gonna teleport here then. Hello, America, yeah. Hello, hello. Sorry, I think about that dang meme. Oh no, I wanna hate that. Run, my boy. Jeez, can I upgrade this stupid thing? Oh no, there's nothing to. No, I need like 12 more. America, yeah. Hello.
Oh, you're here. Lynette and Jillian are busy getting ready, so please come with me.
Shortly after following Yudkreis in the opera house, the curtains open, blah blah blah. Act 1, in the ruins.
That puppet in the middle, is that Lynette? She's so pretty.
It's starting. Keep your voice down.
The protagonist, a dancer, has been abandoned in some ruins. She suspects it's because of a health condition with her legs, which has affected her ability to dance. But then, she finds the other abandoned puppets who look just like her. Only then does she realize her illness is just a mechanical breakdown, and she's just a dancing puppet.
Wow. I thought it would be hard to follow, but in the end, it was actually very clear.
Even though her face was expressionless and she didn't speak the whole time, I felt like I could really understand how the protagonist was feeling.
Act 2, Journey. Some mechanical puppets believe in a myth. At the end of the world, there was a god of puppets who can turn puppets into human beings. And so, the protagonist and her companion begins their quest. But the myth is a lie, spread by someone with nothing but contempt for puppet kind. At the end of their journey, they are kidnapped, dismantled, melted down, and abused. The protagonist helped her companions escape, but in the process of being trapped under the rubble of a crumbling building, she closes her eyes and enters into a deep sleep.
Director Mariu really is a master of his craft. And so is the actress in the lead role.
I have a friend who saw the show on the opening day. They thought the critics overstated how good it was, but I gotta say, the protagonist is incredible.
Act 2 closes to a thunderous applause from the crowd.
I can't believe it's only been a few days since the last show. Lynette's improved so much. Just wow. I'm speechless. Words simply cannot do justice to the sheer excellence we witnessed from Lynette on stage today.
It's not Lynette, it's the other
penchant
chick,
for
huh?
the hyperbolic strikes again, Almighty.
Hyperbolic time
Clearly
chamber.
You weren't at a
Sorry.
loss for words
I had
when you
to,
were
I
writing
had
your
to
article.
chat.
I saw you hand it to the journalist. Trying to get your
Hyperbolic
critique
time
into
chamber.
the papers the moment the show is over.
Oh my god!
Well, you know how it is. The early critics get all the readers. Wouldn't you agree, Mariu?
Marry you, okay.
What's the matter? Cat got your tongue? The first half was a huge success. Even I could tell the acting was top tier.
My apologies, Mr. Maloney. Please excuse me for a second. I need to have a little talk with my actors.
He could tell it was not Lynette.
Very well. Hey, while you're at it, this might be a good time to talk future collaborations with Lynette.
Bitch, it was not Lynette.
Are you guys sure this is gonna work? What if Director Mariu pushes back? We're already halfway there. We can't back out now. All we need to do is stick to the plan.
What is this plan that you're so intent on hiding from me,
Director Mariu, I thought you were talking to Maloney and the critics.
Korantan and Armory have both finished their articles. I went to greet them as a mere formality, but you seem to have availed yourselves of my absence during the first half to defy me. What have you done? Was that really Lynette playing the lead role?
Well done, director. You saw through it.
Ta-da!
Maria instantly hears Lynette's voice behind him, beside her is the protagonist, but without her costume and mask.
I was the one playing the lead role just now.
I switched costumes and masks with Jillian so that I could be the protagonist's companion and stay out of the limelight.
Lynette, why on earth would you do this?
You know my acting is amateur. The only reason I'm being seen as a pro, let alone a pioneer, is because you have critics supporting the show.
And you have no hope of paying them all off.
If they'd seen me in the leading role during the first half, they wouldn't be expecting anything more. But what happens now that they've seen Jillian in the role? If you force me to play the lead in the second half, they'll be wondering, why is the actress suddenly giving such an underwhelming performance right at the climax of the whole story?
Or this director not all he's cracked up to be. Cracked up, not crapped up. I can't.
These are just some of the questions that will be on everyone's minds during the second half. And those questions will follow them out the doors of the theater after the show ends.
Do you think the critics will still have any credibility then?
There's only one way for you to save your reputation. And that's to keep Jillian as the lead all the way to the end.
Absolutely not. I'd sooner announce that we're having technical difficulties and need to stop the show. If I keep Jillian as the lead for the second half, what do you think will happen in the curtain call when she takes her mask off? Everyone will see that we've changed actors. What will your fans think? They're only here because of you. And what about all the critics who support you? If we get on the wrong side of them, it'll be the death of the whole show. There'd be tickets to refund, fines to pay for breach of contract. The whole troupe's hard work would go down the drain. Don't you see how much this would cost us? You can't just take a job on a whim, then abandon your responsibility the moment you don't feel like doing it anymore.
Bro, you're messing with
playing games with other people's hopes and dreams.
Director, marry you, please. You're not being fair to Lynette.
Actually, Jillian, he's half right. I did kind of take this on a whim. But my responsibility here is making sure you get back the role that belongs to you.
And I guess part of that responsibility lies with me, considering I badgered you into accepting the job.
Liddy! Look who just finally decided to show up!
Sorry I'm a little late to the show. Work's been keeping me pretty busy lately.
My mans!
Lenny? What do you want? Do you think you can snap your fingers and make all my problems magically disappear?
Yeah, bitch.
That might be a little tricky, but instead, I could make something else magically appear.
His penis. What is that?
What's
I can't read that.
Draft complaint letter, my contract, your legal fees, reimbursement for the tickets, and an advance on the penalty fee for breach of contract. Mr. Mariyu, I'm stepping down from the leading role, regardless of whether you choose to cancel the rest of today's show.
Damn.
If you do suffer unforeseen financial losses from this, you're free to seek damages as per the contract. And if you want to file a lawsuit, there's a draft here that you can use if you need it.
What?
Good boy, Lenny.
I can't believe this. You're literally handing me a lawsuit against you with a straight face. Of course.
She's a Fatui member.
All this Mora, it's a pittance to you, isn't it? Must be nice to have the luxury of prior success and fame.
I will beat you
Look
up.
at us. We're huge
I will
stars.
pull a Columbina.
1 minute we want to go on stage. The next we feel like backing out
Is
of
that how
the
you pronounce her
contract.
name, Columbina?
But that's okay. We're famous.
The singer girl, the one who cuts men's
You
tongues.
have
I'll pull her.
respect for other people's work. You're treating other people's hopes and dreams like a big joke. You don't give a hoot how much this show means to other people. You don't even care that the whole production might have to shut down because of you.
That's not true. I do care. And I'm under no illusion as to how much this show means to you.
Oh, brilliant
Sorry, my
deduction
leg
there.
was sore.
Of course it means a lot to me. This is my show. That's the only reason I asked you to be in it in the first place.
Really? Then why do your eyes tell a different story? The way you look at me, it's full of contempt. Almost as if I've destroyed your work of art.
He was the one who was looking at Lenny with contempt. There we go.
What? I would never think that.
A couple days ago, I asked some associates to do some digging for me. I was interested to know who else you invited to play the lead apart from Lynette. Surprise, surprise. Turns out that all the other famous actresses you asked either had prior commitments or weren't a good fit for the role. They all turned you down.
And I would have turned you down too, if not for an unlikely set of coincidences.
You didn't send those invitations because you were looking for a better actress than Jillian, but because your investor wanted a big name in your show, right?
Director Mariyu.
It's clear to see that Gillian is an outstanding actress, but fame was the key factor, and that was the one thing she didn't
Maloney
have.
On your side, you chose to make Jillian the understudy, and then look for an opportunity for her to take the lead.
But then Lynette actually accepted an invitation, and her acting debut was sure to attract
I bet you were
attention.
torn at first, weren't you? Do you stick to the tried and tested formula? Choose Lynette, use her celebrity to get the critics on your side so that you and your investors can line your pockets?
Or do you choose Jillian, so that you and your longtime collaborator can stage the show of your dreams, the original, unedited version of The Lost Puppet?
Whether you did it because of the pressure from your investments or because you were lured in by the money, ultimately you betrayed yourself by choosing Lynette.
Oh, I didn't. I didn't betray myself.
Oh my,
You
there
mentioned
we go.
prior
I
success
realized
in
in the
Fame
Hangout
earlier,
events, there's not much
but
of
you're a
time on
well-known
talking.
director yourself, with countless works to your name. Wouldn't that make you successful too? Or maybe, deep down, none of your current achievements really count as success
Oh my
to you.
god! Ugh.
Right now, you have an opportunity to send Jillian onto that stage and perform the second half as you always imagined it, faithful to your original script.
Oh, he stopped streaming.
Your work would be displayed for all of Fontaine to see in its true, perfect form.
I guess I won't have anyone to raid because I ain't raiding Sino and them because they're speaking Spanish during the stream.
Perfect?
Oh. Will you keep pursuing a kind of success that you don't even value at the cost of your own artistic integrity? Okay.
Or will you act now before Maloney and the critics can protest and make your dream come true on the stage? And Jillian's dream. In fact, the dreams of the whole troupe.
The whole troupe?
Director Mariyu? Actually, most of the money Lenny brought came from us. We all chipped in.
We've worked with you for many years now. Your troupe has been here for you all the way from the empty theaters where we first performed to the Opera House today. We watched as you slowly started down a path you used to despise. The path of powerful connections, drinks receptions, backdoor deals with critics, and collaborations based on fame instead of talent.
But this is just a temporary measure. I did it for the good of the troupe. And besides, this is how the whole industry works. Everyone else is doing it.
Yes, we know. Back when you started, you had to bite the bullet and do these things to keep the troupe afloat. But then what happened? You began to embrace these methods more and more, becoming so reliant on them that every show you put out is overhyped by the media, and every script you write is edited to suit some celebrity's needs. Surely you must have noticed what's happening. While we've been performing at bigger and bigger theaters with each show, the applause is getting quieter and quieter each night.
5.
And the criticism from people who've seen the show is growing. Maloney's friends are sycophants. They don't care if the audience is disappointed because the show doesn't live up to their glowing reviews. They praise the things they like and skirt around the things they don't.
Look, I know everyone's using the same promotional tactics, but does that really make it okay?
Well, it's just a stopgap solution. As soon as I've made enough Mora, I'll stop. Things will be different next time. I promise.
Next time, huh? Yeah. Next time, you won't use your connections. Next time, you won't pay off the critics. Next time, you'll let Jillian play the lead.
Unfortunately, it doesn't work like that. If you make some money once, you'll want to do it again, then again. Slowly but surely, you turn your back on your dreams.
I won't turn my back on my dreams any longer, Director Mariyu. Never again.
Me neither.
Yeah, today's the day. It's time to live to your dreams. Oh, whoa, what the fuck? This one. 11. Yeah! Check success.
I had dreams too.
Act 3, Amidst the Rubble. Okay. An unknown period of time elapsed before a group of mechanical puppets finally cleared the rubble, freed the protagonist, and reactivated her. They told her, "You have been buried here for thousands of years. The mechanical puppets now rule the world." It turned out that the puppets who had started the uprising were none other than the protagonist's companions, whom she had rescued all those years ago. The protagonist was now reversed as a hero by all of the puppet kind. Revered, sorry. The mechanical puppets asked the protagonist what she wishes for. She only wishes for one thing.
Huh. The plot here seems a little different from what the reviews said.
The protagonist wanted to return to the stage, so the puppets replaced all her parts with the latest ones available, built her a grand opera house, and summoned a huge audience.
And in the end, she forgot herself amidst the applause and cheers of her fellow puppets.
Hey, no spoilers! Huh? Wait, hang on, that's not even what's happening. The set has changed back to the one from the first act.
Wakans, please let this work out.
No need to be so nervous, Director Mariyu. We only told you Lynette would be quitting the show to get you to make a decision. We wanted you to believe that this show would have to end after today, no matter what you decided. But in truth, I believe that if we choose our words carefully, there's no reason we can't get Maloney to come around and keep the show going.
Lenny's putting his experience at fooling people at work. You two should definitely keep in touch.
You really thought this plan through. But I'm not upset about what you've done. What's worrying me now isn't how Maloney will react or whether the show will get cancelled. It's the audience. I've always thought the original script is better, but will it move them like I've always hoped? When Jillian does her curtain call, will they applaud her? What if people only came to see the show for Lynette? And because of the reviews, what if they don't really care about the show at all? It feels like I've been hiding inside my safe little castle for too long. And now I'm scared to go outside the walls and hear what people really think.
We're right here with you. We'll watch it to the end.
Act 4, Amidst the Ruins, original script. The protagonist rejects the other puppets' offer of new parts and a grand stage built in her honor. Her only wish is to see her companions again, but she is told that they give her their lives for the revolution. Their bodies lie buried in the ruins where they first met. The protagonist returns to the ruins alone, to where her journey first begun. She performs one last dance before the graves of her companions. Her circuitry burns out, her parts come loose and fall apart from her body. But she keeps dancing until her body completely shuts down. It has taken her thousands of years, but at last, she has finally found a reason for dancing.
Wow. Okay, this ending is much better.
Okay.
I love how they brought back the set from Act 1 and gave it a whole new meaning. What a fantastic twist. Time for the curtain call. It's the moment of truth. The applause continue after I take off the mask. I could always leave my mask on. No one would ever know.
Farina. Yay! Oh my gosh, she's got that cat smile. The meow. Farina's like, clap. Clap!
This is what fame looks like, when it's truly deserved.
Bro's losing his mind.
You were amazing! Syra was tearing up when you did your final solo dance.
Well, so are you.
Really? I was so nervous. My legs felt like they turned to jelly.
What looked like an actor unsteady on her feet was in fact a poignant expression of the protagonist's frailty in her last moments. Or whatever.
Oh no, I can't take any more of that.
Hey, Mario! What the heck was that? Why wasn't Lynette playing the lead?
Our articles are already going to press. You better have a good explanation for this.
It was my...
Hey now, it was all of our...
Hold on. The decision was mine, and mine alone. They had nothing to do with it. If you have any concerns, gentlemen, then please direct them to me.
Marry you? So it was you? Well then, I trust you'll have no objection to me pulling the plug on this production.
His worst fear is coming true. Time for Act
Director
5.
Mariu, Mr. Maloney, what on earth is going on? Why was Lynette not in the lead role? It took a lot of convincing from me for her to accept the role, and I had to turn down some big work opportunities
Lynette.
to come and watch her
Lenny,
performance today. You have some explaining to do.
Lenny, it was all his idea. Marry you. Explain yourself.
Wait, Lenny, as a matter of fact, this was a piece of performance art. In this play, the masks and costumes serve to obscure the differences between characters.
Who the heck posted a video
on your... the difference between human and machine.
YouTube notification.
We took that idea to the next level with an actor swap, blurring the lines between one performer and the next. So it's in service of the ambitious artistic goals of the production.
What?
It's similar to deceiving the audience in a magic show. We employed this technique as a means of breaking the fourth wall. It allows the audience to more intuitively understand the cognitive dissonance felt by the protagonist as a machine trying to reconcile the notion of her humanity. The audience's experience mirrors the protagonist's own confusion and becomes part of the artistic performance itself.
Hold up. What is this nonsense?
Oh, I see. Well, bravo, Director Mariu. You even had me fooled.
That's probably more because you just don't really understand avant-garde art very well, Lenny.
Maybe so, maybe so. Well, perhaps it went over my head, but I'm sure our experts here saw the whole thing coming a mile away.
You must have worked it out by the end of the first half, surely. Mr. Amory, I just heard that you managed to write your review after just the first 2 acts.
I'm sure that will help Director Mario by setting future audiences up for the surprise twist at the end.
Yes, you're right. Director Mario
You're so
and I
right.
are
You're
old
so
friends.
right for that.
You should have said something. Then I could have played along even better.
Yes.
I can't wait for Mongolian beef
to
dinner.
deceive the audience, you must first deceive your
My mom's
closest
stopping off
companions.
a portion for me. Nom 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 nom.
Have to give credit to Lynette and her experience in performing magic. That's what inspired me to take my art to the next level.
You mean your show was partly inspired by Lynette's background in magic? Well, in that case, I'll have to plug it to everyone I know.
Unfortunately, I think Mr. Maloney is going to cancel the show.
Cancel the show? Mr. Maloney, is this true?
While I accept that deceiving the audience in the manner you did certainly has artistic merit, this is not a magic show, and we don't want our audience demanding their money back.
A very valid criticism, and one that I humbly accept. If that happens, we're prepared to reimburse and apologize to any audience members who weren't satisfied with the experience.
But based on the reaction today, I think that what most people want to see is an excellent piece of theater and not celebrity cameos.
Plus, it looks like Jillian is better than me at delivering the excellence people want to see. I'm sure audiences will be very happy with the show if she's allowed to stay in the leading role.
Some of you have said that Lynette gave the performance of the year, but wouldn't you say Gillian was the performance of a lifetime?
Maloney, I believe there should still be time to tweak my article. From the look on Lynette's face, I think she's being sincere.
Oh, one other thing. We managed to get a meeting with Lady Farina earlier. All thanks to the Traveler's reputation, of course. Anyway, She agreed to write a review focusing on Jillian's performance and the quality of the show as a whole. She promised to give her honest opinion, and I'm sure today's audience will be discussing her performance too. There's sure to be a variety of opinions.
But what about you, Mr. Quarantin? How would you rate the show?
Oh,
Sorry the way I said that.
Art at its finest, clearly. But I'll have to give it some thought before I decide exactly what to write.
Oh, of course. Always good to put some thought into these things. Especially now, with a growing range of voices out there. I imagine competition for readers becomes more fierce when everyone's discussing the topic.
Hello, I'm streaming. I'm streaming. Oh, I used it the other night. It's dirty. I don't know if I have any clean ones.
Quarantan, Amory, let's go.
A sour-faced Maloney leaves with the critics in tow. You and Linny excuse yourselves and leave, and the actors blah 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 blah. Wait, I'm gonna talk to Linny? Oh, I thought I was gonna talk to Linny. I got excited. Talk to director Mario. How do you pronounce his name?
Thank you
Whatever,
both
it doesn't matter.
much. Without the two of you, who knows how much further down that cynical path I would have gone. I always told myself that once I'd made enough Mora, I'd get back to doing what I loved. But somewhere along the way, I started to lose sight of what that was.
Okay.
Just like those critics with their dishonest reviews, I became all about the trappings of success, at the expense of the art itself.
At least you came to your senses just in time, and you got an amazing group of talented people behind you. Okay, there
You're right. Yes, I'm a very lucky man. Anyway, enough about my problems. What are we going to do about the threat letter that Lynette received? I've been looking into it a lot over the past couple of days, but it doesn't seem like it was one of our competitors after all.
Ah, yes, about that.
Lynette, do you have a moment?
Wait, you're Jillian's sister, right?
I'm sorry. Gina insisted on coming to see Lynette. I couldn't stop her.
Lynette, I'm sorry.
Lynette just shot me a glance. I think she's unsure which mode to use in the situation. Should I say wait to thing? Wait. Should talk about it, never heard of it. Shoot. So there we go. Oh, I was lucky. Check success. Ouch.
Yeah, me neither.
Wait.
Oh, do you mean when we ran into you at the Full of Sandra? And you said some mean things to me? As I recall, you were only trying to look out for your sister. It was just a few words spoken in anger. Don't worry. Whatever it was you said, I've already forgotten.
Oh. I see. Well, it sounds like Gina knows what she did was wrong. Owning up to your mistakes and committing to do better in the future is what counts.
This ending almost took
I understand that feeling of wanting to stand
it took
up
an
for
hour
your
and a half.
family when they're
I
being
think this is
mistreated.
like the longest ending.
Really, I do. But next time, maybe consider a different tactic? Something you can pull off more effectively, and without arousing suspicion.
Alright, that's enough. Stop giving her ideas.
Thank you, Lynette.
Why do I feel like I'm missing something here?
Hey, here you are. I was wondering where you'd all run off to. Great! Everyone's in one place. That makes this so much easier.
What's up?
What do you think? It's group photo time. We have to commemorate the debut of the Lost Puppet Director's Edition. Okay, everyone, we all have pretty awkward smiles on our faces in the photo from Hotel de Boer, so this time, no forced smiles allowed.
Oh, am I really not allowed to force a smile?
Is smiling tough for you? Sorry, so that's
I'll try.
Is smiling tough for you, sweetie?
I think I can manage.
Lynette, Traveler, come on. You two should be right in the middle. 3, 2, 1, smile!
Okay, so that's one ending. Okay. My line of sight was a little off. It's fine as long as your smile is genuine. That's cute. Okay. What the hell? Okay. Yeah, this is like one of like it's a long ending. Anyway. Only 20 Prima Gems? Okay, well that's fine. We can get... Let's get this out of the way. Because I already have Ito. I was actually able to get Ito. Wrong thing. Hold on, I need party setup. I'll probably just do like one more hangout ending. So I didn't realize how long it was gonna be. I know there's unfinished endings. Hold on. Oh, I can't even... I have to collect my stupid thing. Hold on, let me do that real quick. Why did it just send me to Mondstadt? The hell? Should just... What? Huh? Is it because my stupid things are set in Mondstadt? No, mine are set in Sumeru. Why did it send me to Mondstadt? Okay, you know what? Whatever.
Add Astra. Thank you for Add Astra.
Excuse me. Okay. I'm trying to get all beta right now. There's my main concern is I want all beta. Obviously, I'm not gonna get him first try. It's else to get, but let's see. Hold on. I'll get to the other ones in a minute. I'm just trying to do something real quick. Oh, I guess I have to do it this way. Okay. Now we can go back to my original team because I've already collected my commissions for the day. Okay, so let me go to unfinished. I know I have not reached all my endings. Okay. So let me see for a second. Oh my god, some of these endings are like so long. So let me go ahead and so I'll do this because the other ending is also another long one. Let me see. I'll start this one and see how long it takes. Actually, let me complete the other ones. So let me see what endings I can do right now because the other one will be a long one. So let me go ahead and let's go to the all folks one. There we go. And we can just skip dialogue. Oh, it's this one, right? Okay. Oh, so I have something in my eye. Oh! Oh, no! Get out of here. Oh, we're literally going like all the way backstage. Okay, I see. So remember, we can skip dialogue.
Thank you both so much. Without the two...
Wait and see how things play out.
That letter? I was the one who wrote it.
What?
Gina? So it was you?
Director, it's time for... Oh, okay. Weird energy here.
I think we came at a bad time.
Lynette, Gina must have been worried sick about me. I'm sure even she wouldn't do something so stupid if she was in her right mind. I'm so sorry. I promise I'll make it up to you somehow.
Jillian, no! This is completely my fault, and I'm the one who should have to bear the consequences. I got the wrong end of the stick and completely misjudged Lynette.
Shall we hear what Lynette has to say?
Well, since I haven't actually suffered any losses, seeking redress could be difficult. Maybe we could just let this one slide?
Really? Are you sure?
After all, Gina wouldn't be the first person to ever misjudge me, right?
True.
In any case, I think we can all agree it was a misunderstanding and nothing more. No need to overcomplicate things.
But still, I was wrong to write that letter. I should own up to my actions, make it up to you in some way.
Seems really insistent. Kids this age are really stubborn.
If that's what you really want, then how about helping out backstage?
Huh? Backstage?
The crew could always use an extra hand. Plus, it'll give your older sister a chance to keep an eye on you and stop you getting into any more trouble.
Thank you, Lynette. Really, thank you so much.
If whirlwind of events is finally resolved, whatever. The show's about to start. You're finally awake.
Is it? I'm so much more at home here in the audience. I get to sit on a comfy seat, and I don't have to activate my energy-consuming modes all the time.
Sounds like Gina got more than she bargained for out of that backstage job. You gave her your supporting role in the play, too?
Mary, you said she's a very promising young actress, and she has natural chemistry with her older sister. In their capable hands, the show doesn't need me to attract an audience anymore. Phew. Freedom at last.
You don't feel a little bit disappointed? The fame was around the corner? What?
Fame is more trouble than it's worth. I'd rather leave that side of things to my brother and the others. I'm happiest when I get to sit in a quiet place, watch them do their thing, and cheer them on.
Like you're doing now?
Yep, exactly like I'm doing now.
Where there is someone performing on stage, there will be others clapping in the audience. Okay, and then we can start. So we can start the other major one, the kitty one, by helping out the cat. So we can help out with that one. So, so let's see. I think it's the long one. I know it's this one, so I want to go ahead and start this one. Okay. Because I want to get around like I want to get like past the 2-hour mark, and then we can end it. There you go. Congratulations. Okay. Now I can skip the dialogue since we already went through the dialogue. We don't need to repeat it.
Huh. I didn't like that. Was I you?
Okay. So, I think you should help Bonnie. There we go.
So we're looking for Bonnie's owner?
So how do you plan to find Bonnie's owner?
I think I'll go to the Steambird and see about putting an ad in the paper. You want to come along? I think Bonnie wants you to come with.
Sure, if it means I gotta hang out with you for a little bit longer. No, hi kitty wee. Okay. So, okay, go to the Steambird. These are the people I do my reputation for, I think. Hello, miss.
Every stupendous day starts with a Steambird. Oh, hi Lynette. Hi Traveler. What can I help you with?
Any commissions in there about missing a cat? Oh, about missing cat?
I don't think so. Have you picked up a stray?
Yep. If there's no commission to follow up on, could we post a notice about the missing cat instead?
Why, of course. What a kind thing to do. Just fill out the form.
No, hi kitty witty. He's so cute.
Well, we've registered you as missing. You can stay at my place until your owner finds you. Also, I just wanted to say thanks for keeping us company for so long. Well, I should probably head back to the drinks reception. Hopefully most of the people have left by now. If you've got some time, you should stop by my place tomorrow to see Bonnie. There's a nice cup of tea in it for you.
Looking forward to it. I'll be there.
Alright. See you then.
Internet wants me. What is... Okay, 7:39. Okay. Next day, right? Okay. 7:30 to 9. 7:30. There we go.
I believe this cat belongs to me.
I already told you, this isn't your cat.
Just take a breather, you two.
What's going on?
Oh, you're here. As you can probably see, you'll have to take a rain check on that tea I promised you. At least for now.
This is my friend's cat. He's preoccupied with some important business, so I came to retrieve her in his stead.
No, it's far more likely this cat escaped
Oh my god,
from
I
the
just
Humane
realized her
Society.
dress. I just realized her dress that she's wearing looks like my OC's. Except my OC's is all black. How about we let Bonnie decide?
Bonnie?
That's the name I've given her in the meantime.
Let's see who Bonnie decides to approach. Ooh, 11. Oh, 17. Excuse me. Bonnie well happens to you and begins to wave around your legs.
This complicates things.
Well, it seems she quite likes me. There's no way to tell who her owner is.
I told you before. This is my friend's cat. It's normal for her not to trust me.
Listen, I'm the director of the Humane Society, okay? We've got so many strays, dogs, cats. You name it. I'm not even the one feeding them most of the time. You can hardly expect the cat to recognize me.
Then how are you so sure she belongs to you?
She just looked somewhat familiar, so I came to check, just in case. If she turns out to be one of ours, I'll take her back. Simple as that. Even if that's not the case, the Humane Society could still take her in, if no one else comes to claim her, that is.
What's the Humane Society?
We're an organization that specializes in rescuing and sheltering stray animals.
I know, but Traveler
We've been in business for several decades now. I'm Bernard, the current director.
The Humane Society. Huh. The name sounds familiar. I remember hearing good things. You're the one in the Quartier Lyonnais?
Yes, that's the one. Anyway, if it's not too much trouble, could I possibly take a closer look at the cat? If it turns out I really am mistaken, I suppose that means the cat belongs to this lady here. She would be the only remaining option after all.
It belongs to my friend.
With us here to keep watch, should be fine.
Oh, nope. Looks like I was mistaken. They do look similar, but there's an ever so slight difference in this one's fur color. Deepest apologies, friends. Well, I suppose this means I still have a missing cat to search for. Apologies again for the confusion.
So, is this your friend's cat?
Oh, yes, exactly.
Wait a second. You lied earlier, didn't you?
Lied? I'm afraid I don't know what you mean.
A liar always has a tell. The look in their eyes, their breathing pattern, the way they hold themselves. The things that can give you away are often more numerous than you would think.
What are you talking about? The way I see it, you're conflating baseless conjecture with fact.
Normally, when someone is called out, their breathing speeds up as they begin to panic. But your breathing pattern hasn't changed one bit. In fact, it's been strangely calm and measured this entire time. It stands to reason, then, that your agitated behavior earlier was all an act. If you're a bad guy, I'm sure you'll take off running the first chance you get. If you're a good guy, the most likely explanation is that you're a member of the Guards, or some similar organization.
And you're basing this off of?
Intuition. Nothing more.
Intuition. Well, I have to hand it to you, Lynette. You're right. I'm a member of the Guards. The name's Elodie. I'm currently investigating a cross-border smuggling case. This cat here, Bonnie, what's her name? Well, her owner is one of the prime suspects of our investigation. A couple of days ago, our suspect got wind that we were on his tail and fled. That's most likely how he got separated from the cat. I just so happened to stumble upon your notice in the Steambird. So, I decided to see if he'd come back for her. But it looks like I overestimated him.
If I were on the run, I don't think I'd come back either.
The impact of this case has been huge. The Marechaussee Phantom, the Guards, and the Special Patrol have all launched investigations. If there was even the slightest chance that he would show himself, I had to follow up on the lead.
So what's being smuggled?
A new kind of illegal drug. Imitation synth. We confiscated all the synth on the market, but addiction isn't something that goes away overnight. Even without substances on the market, people are still looking for a way to get their next fix. And criminals are all too eager to capitalize on that addiction. That was the impetus for Imitation Synth. Needless to say, a small-scale market opened up very quickly.
Sounds like
After the original synth debacle, we put
actress.
several measures into place to prevent similar incidents from occurring. The perpetrators got smart, though, and shifted their sales overseas before those measures could kick in. That's when the Imitation Synth smuggling began. We only recently got word of the presence of Imitation Synth overseas. We managed to track down evidence of some early transactions. What we were able to find out, however, hasn't proven that useful given the amount of time that has passed. The Marechaussee Phantom launched an investigation to track down every person in Fontaine capable of producing a drug like that. That's how we learned about Bonnie's owner.
Who is he exactly?
He's a researcher at the Fontaine Research Institute. His name is Pierre. Pierre Lafayette, to be exact.
Wait a minute. Wait a damn minute. He was the one in the World Quest, I think.
Lafayette.
Lynette's expression seems a bit unnatural. A slight of dread Oh, a slight look of dread just crossed Lynette's face. Strange. She usually schools her expressions with mechanical precision.
The Marchose Phantom found him in Poisson. In addition to the
precision.
cat, he
Sorry,
also had
can't
a
talk.
pendant with him. At first, there wasn't much cause for suspicion. A search of his house didn't reveal much to go off of either. The Marchose Phantom very nearly left it at that. It was only later that we realized the coat of arms on his pendant belonged to none other than the Lefebvre family, one of the most infamous aristocratic families in Fontaine. Obviously, this discovery prompted a further investigation into Pierre. At that point, however, we discovered
he only
that he'd
sounds
already
familiar
fled.
because I think that's the name of a harbinger.
Now the guards and the special patrol
yeah,
are
was the name
all
of a
searching
harbinger.
for
That's
him.
why he sounded familiar. Could his family be
That's
hiding
not
him?
possible, actually. The Lefebvre family has been gone for a long time.
Exactly. Many years ago, several important members of the family, including the patriarch, were murdered by an assassin of unknown origin.
Oh, like
From that point on, family's power and influence took quite the hit. The family is engaged in all manner of crimes. As you can imagine, there's no shortage of people waiting in the wings to take their revenge. And with the family severely weakened, they were able to do just that. Most of the remaining family members succumbed to sickness or hunger. The ones that survived are currently living out their days under a new identity. Pierre is one of those very survivors. He's been hiding away in the Fontaine Research Institute all these years. His true identity unbeknownst to all. Until now, that is.
Is it really okay to share all this information with us?
My fellow guards have told me all about how smart and courageous you both are. And I know you possess a strong sense of justice. There could be a chance
she's
that Pierre or
Chewy, so
one
I
of
don't
his
know about
accomplices
her.
might
I mean,
attempt to get close
justice
to
by
Bonnie.
murdering people.
Now that you've been briefed on the situation, I was hoping you'd help us keep a lookout. If I take Bonnie back to the guards with me,
I don't think Lynette's
there's no
ever
way
killed
Pierre
anyone,
would try
though.
and come for her.
Canonically.
Not even the most daring of criminals would attempt
I don't
something like
know.
that.
So we should keep Bonnie with us for the time
I
being?
have to admit, I'm not holding out too much hope that Pierre will come back for her. But if there's even the slightest chance, then it's worth a shot. Well, I've got some other leads to follow up on. If Pierre does appear, please contact me right away.
So this is a spoiler I saw. This coming up part. What's wrong? You don't look so good. Okay.
It's nothing. I'm fine. It's just... the head of the Lefebvre family. He was the eminent person who kidnapped me all those years ago. It was at a dinner party. Someone tricked me into boarding the Lefebvre family carriage. Whoever it was, they took me back to their home. But before anything worse could happen, Father intervened.
So then the assassin Elodie mentioned?
Yep. Father was the one who orchestrated the fall of the Lefebvre family. That's what led Lenny and I to join the House of the Hearth. After all these years. I never thought I'd hear the Lefebvre name again.
Are you okay?
Don't worry about me. I wasn't feeling sorry for myself. I was just thinking about Lenny. He's been acting strange recently. He avoids me for days on end, consumes himself with some secret investigation, and then out of the blue pushes me to do that acting job. Thinking about it now, it's almost like the one I drew from that deck of cards was part of his plan all along. He must have asked Fremine to help him out. In any case, I know he's hiding something from me. He's really pulled out all the stops this time.
You think he knows about Pierre?
It's very possible. I'm sure he tried to send me away because he was afraid it would bring up some painful memories for me. It wasn't necessary, though. Even after all these years, he's still as overprotective as ever. You'll have to help me teach him a lesson if we run into him along the way.
Along the way? Are we going somewhere?
Yep. I want to head to the Fontaine Research Institute to learn more information about Pierre. Just let me activate search mode and then we'll head out. Who knows? Maybe we'll run into Lenny along the way.
Are you trying to help out Lenny with his investigation, or are you trying to prove yourself?
A little bit of both, perhaps. For the most part, though, I just have the sense that something's not right.
Oh,
something isn't adding up about Pierre's story.
Sorry.
I'm just not sure what.
I also want to know what secrets he's hiding. Sometimes you just gotta take the bull by the horns, right?
Okay, I'll write a letter explaining everything to the crew. Once that's done, we can head out.
On that note, I'm gonna head out myself, and we can continue this tomorrow, because I think this is just the third hangout. So I will keep that on. Yeah, because that puts me at the 2-hour mark. Perfect. Okay. Wait. You know what? I'm gonna throw in real quick and just get the stupid thingies out of the way. Okay. Hold on, chat. Stretching. And there's no one to raid, right? Because they're still doing the Spanish stream. Yeah. Alrighty, chat. Let me go ahead and do something real quick, and then we can end stream. There we go. There's that. And then now we can get this out of the way. Perfect. Okay. I know we gotta do all this still. I know it's only Tuesday though. Okay. Alrighty. Let me go ahead and go to my end stream log. Okay, we can log this up. Perfect. Alrighty. Well, that was a good stream. It went a lot longer than I wanted it to, but that's fine. I hope y'all enjoyed the stream though. Tomorrow I do want to stream more. Probably finish up Lynette's request, depending on how long that takes, and probably do a little bit of some extra stuff. Probably do, I don't know, maybe commission stuff. Or like any like requests or any. No, because I'll do requests Thursday, because requests that also takes up commission work. So I could do that. So I think it all just depends. But yeah, I hope y'all enjoyed the stream. I will be heading out, but that was not what I wanted. Hold on 1 second, chat. Let me real quick. I know during the Spanish stream, as I said, I probably won't tune in, depending how long have they even been streaming for? Is it muted? Good. Oh, forgot. I'm not subscribed to him. Does it say how long they've been going? Okay, they've been going off almost 2 hours. Okay. I know they haven't been streaming for that long, because I've been streaming for 2 hours, and I was streaming before that. So let me go ahead. But yeah, I hope y'all enjoyed the stream. I'm gonna hit publish. That way it goes straight to the thing. Yes. Oh, duh. Anyway, I hope y'all enjoyed the stream. As I said for a third time, I'm sorry, I'm bad with outros, which is why I don't do actual gaming videos. Yeah, so I do want to stream tomorrow. As I said, we'll finish Lynette's Hangout, and then we'll probably do some extra things depending on what we want to do. But yeah, I will see y'all tomorrow. Actually, you know what? Hold on. Don't leave just yet, chat. We can raid someone. Maybe. No, nah, I don't want to raid. Yeah, nah, I don't want to raid. Maybe tomorrow. Maybe I'll be streaming when Tuxedo's streaming. Yeah, because if I start streaming at like 4 o'clock, I think he doesn't stream until like 5. So that gives me plenty of time to raid him, because I'll be streaming for like an hour and he streams for a lot longer. But yeah, I shall see y'all tomorrow. Bye-bye, chat.